My name is Ciro Sorrentino. I'm the owner of Margherì Fumeu. I just come back after 5 years in Vietnam. I was in Italy. I opened my first Margherì in Italy, which is mentioned on 50 Top Pizza Italia. Is one of the most important weed in the world. What pizza I am? I tell you, I have one pizza in the menu called 6 cheese and honey. Okay, I think Italian cheese only. I think I'm like that pizza. I'll explain you why. My character is full of contrast. Okay, I can be very hard, but at the same time I can be also very soft and sweet. Okay, for example, I have the parmesan. I make the cheese is crispy, and I have the gorgonzola mousse, which is soft. So you have this contrast between crispy and soft. Or I have the sourness from the dough and the sweetness from the honey. I think I'm born with the pizza in my blood. I start when I was 13 years old. The first experience was in Italy. In the morning I went to the school. In the evening I go to work. I was impressed to see all these master making pizza, and this was funny to me to see that. That's why I started to make pizza. And I was 13 years old. Yeah. Nothing is easy, especially in this job. It's not. Depend on the mood you have and the passion you have. If you don't have passion, nothing is easy. If you have a passion, you can work. I work 15, 17 hours every day, but it was not heavy for me because you know, when you have passion, the time flies. It's not a job for me, so it was very easy to spend the time in the shop. The last 5 years in Italy, I work very hard. I keep the consistency, okay? Because it's very important. If you don't have consistency, you cannot do anything in your life. So every day, day by day, I try to keep the standard very high. Don't make mistake. And one day they make a review for me on 50 Top Pizza. But before 50 Top Pizza, I was mentioned already in other guide like Romagna and Tavola. Or I've been in a program TV in Italy called Pizza Challenge. One of the top 12 pizzeria in the region. I have Margherì, and of course, people hear about me and about the shop I have in Italy. So that's why. If you come to eat if you go to eat pizza or you go to eat pasta, you want to try the authentic flavor we have in Italy. You know, you've been in Italy, you eat the way you eat Italian food in Italy. So if you come here, you want to have the same food you had in Italy. When you use quality, when you make good dough, I don't see. I was expect less people, and I was expect someone don't understand about the way I make the dough Napolitan pizza. You know, because here, yeah, the dough is made with sourdough. Make a difference because it's not easy to handle the sourdough. Normally the sourdough, especially in Vietnam, you use it for the bread, because the bread you make the dough, you make the shape and then you bake. So you have the time. So it's not easy to handle for the pizza, but you need the knowledge and skills. And this is what I have and what I got in my experience on the last 20 years. And the dough is very different. It's crispy outside, it's soft inside. I use high hydration, is around 75%. So it's very, very easy to eat. The taste, the bite is very easy. It's melted in your mouth. This is make a difference. Here, I try to use Italian product, okay? Now I'm very lucky. If I think 5 years ago you have only one mozzarella, you have only one tomato, you have a few cheese, and I'm talking about the supply I give to you. Now I see it's changed a lot. I can find the same tomato I have in the pizzeria in Italy. Same mozzarella, same brand. We talk about the same brand. I can find many different kind of cheese. The Vienna is like thin and crispy, but it's not like that anymore. If you make good product, even if different, the Vienna is try. And if it's good and if you can feel the quality, you appreciate and you eat. About the topping, of course, I have some classic pizza in my menu, but some is like more for Western and some more for Asian. Of course, I have to. This country is like my second home, okay? But it's not Italy. So of course your flavor is different than my flavor, and I have to come close to you. You come close to me, it's like, you know, we're sharing our cup. You know, this is what I'm doing here. Also with the product. I have some Vietnamese products, some Italian products, and I mix together to make an experience also for the Vietnamese. I prefer to give you knowledge, skills, to understand what you have in your hands. The pizza is not only about the recipe, because I can give you one recipe, okay? But tomorrow I change the flour, and the recipe I give to you doesn't work anymore. Or I can change the dough machine and doesn't work anymore. You can change the way to put the salt. You can put in the beginning, you can put in the end. And the dough is not like what you see in the academy. So when you come there, okay, of course I give you the recipe, but I want you learn, you understand about the dough, about the flour, about the salt, about the water, about the temperature. This is very important, because if you know what you have in your hands, you can make the difference anywhere in the world. When I came in Vietnam, many people said, in there it's difficult to make the dough because of the humidity, because it's too hot. So many things. Honestly, I'm doing the same pizza I make in Italy. So it's same. Nothing is changed, and the dough is still the same. I'm very lucky because I can find also the same product. I found the same tomato I have in Italy, and I found the same mozzarella. So the pizza I have in Italy is the same pizza I'm making here. Nothing's changed. So it depends about the knowledge and the skills you have. I've been also in India for a consultant in the Hyatt in New Delhi. I use Indian flour, no problem. If you know how the flour works, you can, of course you have to adjust for the flour you have. But if you have knowledge and skills, you can do that. If you don't have, you cannot do anything. So the practice is the most important things. But next to the practice, you have to study. It's like 22 years I make this job. And every year, when I go back in Italy, I study. Because it's very important to know, especially in the last 5 years, you have a new oven, you have new flours, you have new way to make the pizza. And if you don't learn, if you don't study about that, you don't improve. Next year?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I hope that we can go in 50 Top Pizza also in Asia Pacific.